Hey guys, welcome back. Look who I found.
Let's continue the update on our snakes.
That's right. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, and you're watching CNC Reptiles, and we're outside so you kind of may hear an airplane overhead, but we are a father and daughter's channel that just enjoy keeping ball pythons and sharing our experiences here on YouTube.
And if you're new and you like what you see, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Ring the bell. What does that do?
It notifies you whenever we post
new content. That's right. So you can come along this journey with us. So guys, we decided to come outside today. It's such a beautiful day. Thought we'd let the snakes kind of wander about a little bit as we're sharing our information with you. So why don't we just go ahead and get started? What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're continuing our updates on our ball pythons. So obviously we did Cutie and Bubbles in the last video, and so today we're taking a look at Peanut, Angel, and Kalahari to see how they've grown over the last few months. And so obviously we have Miss Peanut here. Can you get a little closer there, Carly? Beautiful little girl. As you guys know, Peanut is our what is Peanut? Do you remember?
No.
She is our butter inchy pastel ghost, or hypomelanistic is what that's short for. Hold it up here, babe, so they can see him, or see her, I should say. Well, you can sit down, but just hold her up. And so yeah, so Peanut is our ghost. That is obviously the recessive that she has. She's our only ball python that has other dominant or incomplete dominant genes on top of the recessive. And so Peanut, if we take a look at some of the numbers for Miss Peanut, so at the beginning of the quarter, she weighed 461 grams. She now weighs 693 grams. So she has gotten quite large, as you can see. That is a difference of 213 grams that she gained over the last few months. Now she actually did miss a few meals. I think she missed 2 meals actually. She was in shed, and she missed a couple of meals there. So she actually only had about 100 more grams worth of rats this 3 months versus the previous 3 months. She went down in the percentage that she kind of kept in body weight as well. Just like Cutie and we saw with Cutie and Bubbles. So in Q2 of this year, she was actually at 43%. So 43% of everything that she had kind of transitioned to body weight. And we saw in these last few months, she was actually at 38.6. So that's down 5.6%, right? From 3 months over 3 months. So still keeping at a fairly high rate, converting all that to mass, but not as much as it was the few months before. Now the new kind of stat that we started keeping track of was length, as you guys know. So at the beginning of the quarter, she was 2 feet 9.5 inches. Here at the end, she is 3 feet 4.3 inches. So she gained 6.8 inches, so almost 7 inches over the last 3 months. Honey, hold them up so they can see. So almost 7 inches over the last few months. So she's definitely growing quite well for us. If you actually look at her versus kind of Cutie and Bubbles at this particular time, she's actually gaining a little bit more. So a little bit more in both percentage as well as in total body weight. And so we'll continue to see how she keeps up over time with length. We know that's not necessarily something that we always look at in ball pythons, is the overall length of them, but we're definitely keeping track of that just to see kind of how that goes. So what do you say we go get Angel?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back with Angel. All right, guys, so here we go. So here's Miss Angel, who is doing her best impression of a ball python right now. Angel, as you guys know, is our Lavender Albino. She has 50% het pied, so that could have some of the marking distortion that she has. Now she did have inchy in the pairing. She wasn't sold as an inchy, but she sure is reduced pattern. Doesn't have much as in way of alien heads as you can see kind of along the way here. So Lavender Albino, just like all of our other girls, is of course a recessive mutation. Hold on to her. So mom and dad did have to carry a copy of the gene for Angel to turn out like she is. Interesting part about Angel and then Kalahari, when we get to her. So Angel will just get more and more deeper purples in her sides here, or in her markings, I should say, where she kind of looks almost a dirty white. The camera never does a great job of picking this up, or she kind of almost looks like a dirty white there. She will continue to get just more and more lavender with each and every shed that she has. So make sure and hold her up. We can see her on the camera. Okay, so let's talk a little bit of numbers here on Angel. So when we started the quarter, Angel was 387 grams, okay? She is now 626 grams, so she has put on quite a bit of weight for us. 239 grams in the 3 months that we're talking about here. So she was, let's see, she's had almost 200 grams more in rats, so that makes sense, right? So as our ball pythons get bigger, they're gonna eat bigger and bigger prey sizes at each meal, so it makes sense that they're gonna actually have more in rats. She also saw a decrease in the percentage, which is, again, kind of interesting. Not as much as some of the others have. In fact, she's seen the least drop in percentage than any of the others. So when we started out the quarter, she was gaining at 43.8%. ending at 39.7%. So again, just under 40% of everything she eats actually stays on in body size, which has helped lead to that 239 gram increase we've seen quarter over quarter, right? So when she started, as far as length goes, when she started the quarter, she was at 2 feet and 6 inches. She is now just over 3 feet, 3 feet and 1.2 inches, almost 1.3 inches. So that's a gain for her of almost 3 inches. So it almost seems like she put a little bit more in length than she did in girth some, but she's actually eating really, really well. She is, her and Kalahari are the only two snakes over this last few months that had every meal even in shed, continuing to eat, continuing to do really, really well. She tends to be the I guess the shyest of the group, doesn't she? She doesn't quite come out and explore. Oh, there's Maggie. That's one of our dogs in the background. So she doesn't tend to quite explore as the others do, but we still love this little girl. She's growing quite nicely, and like I said, we'll just continue to get better and better looking with each shed. So that is Miss Angel, and now we'll go take a look at Kalahari. All right, guys, so last but certainly not least is Miss Kalahari. So there, yeah, get up there, Carlos, they can really see Kalahari. Kalahari, of course, guys, is our desert ghost ball python. So not to be confused with desert/ghost, which is a codom and a recessive. This is desert ghost, the recessive morph. So again, just like the rest, mom and dad shared the desert ghost, shared the at least heterozygous form of desert ghost to produce Kalahari. Has that nice reduced pattern that you can see, which is a attribute of this particular morph. She does not have any other dominant or co-dominant genes there. You can see really nice blushing kind of coming up the side, the white outlines in the black. The blacks are really dark and crisp, and she, guys, just gets better. Literally just gets better with every single shed. She gets brighter and just more intense, I guess, for lack of a better word. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about Miss Kalahari and how big she's gotten. So she's actually gained 291 grams over the last 3 months. She has gained she gained almost the most of all of our ball pythons. So Cutie gained 303, she gained 291. So she almost gained as much as Cutie and is eating lesser meal sizes. Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a second. So she started out at 424 grams at the beginning of the quarter. She's 716 grams now over the 3 months. Okay, she did eat about 222 grams more in rats from quarter over quarter for her. Her biggest thing, though, is she is still retaining 43.3% of everything she eats as body weight. Now, that is slightly down. So the the quarter before, she was keeping 50%, guys, 50% of everything that she ate, she kept on as body weight. So she is slightly down by 6.8%, but still at 43.3%. So even though she eats a little bit smaller meal sizes, although considering the rats that I have now, she's pretty close to eating about the same meal sizes because I'm still waiting for some medium rats to come in for Cutie. This girl is still in smalls, but the rate at which she keeps or converts, I guess I should say, what she eats into weight, this girl's gonna catch up to Cutie and Bubbles before we know it. She is just absolutely growing fantastically, and at the, like I said, at the largest ratio, I guess is the best way to put it, and in what she actually converts to body weight. And we have seen her, she actually grew the most as far as length as well. So she was 2.896 inches. Oh, you want me to take her? 2.896 inches. When we started, and she is 3.435 inches, right? So so just over 3 feet again. That's almost 7.4 inches in length that she's put on in 3 months. And so she is literally just growing like crazy. Now she is still our, although she's gotten so much better, she is still our ball python that is just a little bit unsure about being handled. She was much worse when she was little. As she's gotten bigger, she's done much better. But she's the one, she'll grip really, really tightly. She's gripping pretty tightly on my fingers right here. So she's the one that will grip just a little bit more tightly than the others. Just kind of the differences in their personalities though, right? All of them are just a little bit different, and that's what makes it really, really fun keeping these animals. So, so really, that's about all we got. I think we're out of snakes, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do we have any more back there?
Hopefully, but I don't think we do.
No, we don't. We do not have any more back there. So, so guys, that will do it for this video. We really appreciate y'all coming along again. And I guess we'll see them when?
Next video.
In the next video. We'll see you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye.